be introducing Chris and Yannick to a superhero game that I am working on called Amalgama City, which is a mashup of everything in every superhero world without breaking any copyright rules. It's just a lot of stereotypes, I guess. And so there are going to be two new heroes in what's basically the Hollywood of superhero-dom. Everyone comes to Amalgama City to be discovered. And to start off with, we have a system where they don't know they're going to discover what their powers are by rolling in a pool of powers that everyone has contributed to, including other players who aren't on right now and myself. So how we start this off with is we decide who goes first. Chris, how much time do you have left?
I was going to say he's on a time crunch, right?
Yeah. We can do it a little bit longer.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to get 6 hours, but
how we did it before is a little back and forth so that no one got bored. So it's you're not rolling for your whole character. You're rolling for which power you find out about first. So roll a 1d4, Chris.
Three.
Okay, 3 is the main power pool.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Now I know that.
No, it's gonna be fine because you're gonna roll for yours next in the main power pool.
Oh,
Yannick, Chris, will you please roll a 1d33? We have 33 possible main powers for you.
23.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I just lost count. Sorry. 1 second. The other thing is, if it's something you really don't want, it's fine. You'll just re-roll if it's something you really don't want to mess with.
Okay.
You really hate it.
Yeah, the point is to have fun.
Which for me would be speedster stuff. I hate speedsters.
You have hand lightsabers, which I'm almost positive was Stephanie's contribution.
I'm taking them. It sounds like something she'd say.
I'm imagining it's kind of like, you know how like Psylocke has her psychic knives that comes out, so like you will have like energy that you still have hands. Unless you want to play a character with no hands who just has these stubs, and when you want to, you trigger lightsabers that come out of them.
How am I supposed to coach my little league football team? I need to have my hands. So
it would make it a real problem for people to handcuff you.
That's true. I get mad. Open doors.
You need all like diner like saloon push doors in your house so you can keep open.
I have to wear oven mitts all the time.
So please write that somewhere on your character sheet. Yannick, roll a 1d32.
$17.
You got the one I was really hoping someone would finally get.
Oh, yay.
That sounds really fun.
You have a samurai weapon. You get to choose what weapon. That when wielded at night can slice through almost any organic matter, and when wielded during the day can cut through almost any non-organic matter. Most powerful at dusk and dawn.
Because it can do kind of both, correct?
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
that is really cool. I'm actually super into that. Not gonna reroll.
So you can decide but I'd like to know ahead of time. And nothing gets cemented in session 0, like because everyone usually gets like some time to think about it and then text me if they thought of a better way.
It's already like in my head. It's already down to one of two things.
So what weapon? But also, I'm curious: is it based in magic? Like, has it been passed down to you, or is this like a science weapon that you made?
I mean, like, is that something I can decide after I have my other powers, so I can have kind of like a concept?
Absolutely. I was just trying to think, like, give you something to think about ahead of time.
Yeah, because like I don't want to make it like a science weapon if then like my travel power is like something mystical, and then like
yeah,
I kind of want to like try to mesh the themes as much as possible.
Absolutely. So, Yannick, roll a 1d3.
2.
2 is the useless power.
Nice.
So roll a 1d33 to figure out what your useless power is.
Here we go. 29. Come on, moving tattoos.
32, 31. Can connect to Wi-Fi with your brain.
That's insane. Love it.
Yep, that might make it a sci-fi sword.
Yep. It might have just leaned me in one direction.
Chris, roll a 1d32.
27.
Got a lot of high rolls.
Yeah. Don't get used to it.
You can perfectly flip a pizza.
That's close to the steak thing, okay? I'm just saying.
Dad repertoire.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe you're an Italian dad.
Yeah.
I'll have to change my name from Patty to something else then.
How about Angelo?
So Chris, now you are going to roll a D2 to decide if you're picking your travel pool or your kryptonite.
2.
Okay, that's kryptonite. So roll a 1d15.
11.
Kids crying, strong urge to help.
Okay.
So whenever you hear a kid crying, you have to go help. That's your kryptonite.
Am I rolling 14 now?
14, yeah. One. It's okay. It's just one less down the wrong one. 2. Your powers don't function when you're really cold, or they don't function properly. So cold is your enemy.
Cold to me.
Yep. So now Yannick, you get to roll for your travel power first, and then Chris. It is a.
I'm just writing that in here so I have it in my head. What kind of D am I rolling?
29.
29. Here we go. 28.
I'm gonna say 28 is the goofiest one. I was just about to say it before you rolled.
Good guy.
You have a magic wall-phasing camel you can ride, and I'm assuming if you're on it, you can phase through the wall too.
It wouldn't be much of a travel power if I couldn't.
Well, maybe it's you just ride a camel, but anytime it decides to go through a wall, you're stuck. You get to name it.
All right.
So now you have a science and a magic. Maybe you're the perfect blend of Japanese mysticism
Camels.
and Wi-Fi using. I don't know.
Well, in my head, I was like, I might lean into the mystic, and like, because like as far as I know, so my brain can connect to Wi-Fi. Does that mean I just have access to the knowledge of the internet?
I would say
When
so.
I'm
But there's got to be Wi-Fi to connect to, and you're gonna need the
it's not-
password. You're-
Okay.
Does that mean he
Because like
can
in
get
my-
hacked?
I thought, as far as my character knows, this could be like some sort of omnipotent power giving him information. Like he doesn't even necessarily need to be
Yeah.
aware.
So like at level 0, imagine like you need the password to the Wi-Fi. Like if you level it up, maybe you have more access. But you could definitely see it as like a mysterious god that doesn't always give you the information you need. Of course,
I thought
Steph,
it'd be funny to kind of like misunderstand a lot of technology and like be kind of.
Stephanie chose this moment to decide to try to hook up some electronics that I bought her. So I've been getting angry texts.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
uh, anyways, I bought her a projector for our anniversary so that we could do social distancing dates, like still be 6 feet apart, and I can't go in her house. So, but yeah, she's trying to set it up without me, and it's not working.
Hilarious.
Sorry. So roll a 1d28 to find your travel power, Chris.
1.
Oh.
It's gonna take a while for you to count that one, huh?
No, it's you have. If you want it to be Crocs because you're a dad, it can be Crocs, but they're tread shoes, like a people mover, like you're, or like a tank, I guess. But like they're just shoes that move you forward.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome, yeah. But they're not slow like a right there.
For me, in order for them to be considered travel powers, they'd have to be useful. Like
Yeah,
if you went at an actual people mover speed, that would.
Hold on, I'll get there. Give me a minute.
You're like when you show up, you're fresh because you haven't used any energy to. It may be slow, but you are relaxed and ready to go. So yeah, now that you guys have your powers, you can take a little time if you want to think about how they all work together, what you would want your superhero identity to be. I would think a little bit about your origins, maybe, and how you got your powers, because if you're imagining you're going to be two superheroes that are going to meet, so the questions will be like, oh, how'd you get your power? You know, like normal get to know each other stuff might come up.
Actually, we have I mean, I know I have like lightsaber hands, and you have the sword, but that's it's kind of. I mean, it's not super close, but it's relative in a certain way.
Also, you're going to be starting at night since that affects Yannick's powers. You should know that. I'm also pretty sure either me or Stephanie came up with the samurai weapon one. She would remember better.
It's a really cool power. Like that's definitely the highlight for me of my character.
Well, you just wait till you get access to the internet.
It's honestly like that's like borderline like omnipotence. Like it's.
Well, you're gonna like just walking down the street, you won't have it, but if you like pop into a Starbucks and buy a drink, look at the code on the receipt, you're suddenly going to have access to everything. And then you're going to be like, I know how to do this. And then you run out.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the video in your brain is buffering.
Yeah, that'll be problematic.
But
There's gonna be some guy in a.
Like,
it's
someone pull out their phone and take a
possible.
hotspot.
You could. I was just gonna say that you could use like an upgrade or your points to like have a hotspot with you. So you guys will want your real character, like your real life names too, and your day jobs. Are you a stay-at-home dad, Chris?
No, I'm a little league football coach.
Okay. Do you have kids of your own?
No.
Okay. That'll make superheroing easier, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, it would make it easier, but yeah, let's just deal with that. I was about to say it would be kind of interesting. Be like, I got to be home by 6 because I got to take the kids, but I also, yeah, that's a lot. I already came up with the name. Blazer Beam, because I like to wear blazers.
What color are your lightsabers? Are they the same color as well?
Yeah, they'd be the same color. Let's see.
Do they change color based on your mood? I'd allow that.
Maybe later on, but I think you know what that hot pink or like a neon pink. I think I'd be kind of. It wouldn't necessarily fit the motif of my character, but I think that's perfect for me.
So,
I'll put in my
blazer what?
Blazer Beam.
Okay.
Because I like to wear blazers.
Yonix is the rider because you're always on your camel.
I fucking hate that thing already. There's going to be a lot of Conan-esque camel face punches.
I was imagining, isn't it Indiana Jones where like the guy's like, I got the camel. Like, we wanted horses.
Yeah.
There can be a lot of good comedy with a camel.
Yeah, like I said, well, like my head immediately went to Conan and punching it in the face.
Well, if you don't like it, like I said, like you let you roll again now for a different travel pool. If it having it, I would understand having an animal like makes it such a bigger pain in the butt.
It's just it's definitely more complex than just I want to go from here to here and
then roll a 1d26. Well, we're all gonna miss this camel. Super boost your current travel power.
What?
What does that mean? You get 2 camels?
Does my camel have wings now?
And also phase to different dimensions? No, roll again, please. So what it was supposed to be is if you rolled that, it was supposed to be your first time. So if you roll that, you get a stronger version of the next thing you roll.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I like I'm like fuck this fucking camel, and then super boost camel is the next thing you roll.
You can turn into a car.
Okay.
That's
So if you super boost that, I would say you could turn into pick one other kind of land vehicle that you can choose either, like you only have 2 forms, but you can choose, like, do you want to turn into a motorcycle or a car or a truck or a car? Like I'd let you choose what that second form is.
Can I be crazy and say like an unarmed APC to make it like the crew car?
Absolutely.
That we pack squad into?
Is it APC? Like, how many people does that sit?
I mean, depending on the model, up to 10. Technically, it's like the armored vehicle. Like, I don't need it to have guns or anything, but like just like the armored personnel carrier that, like, the the gate in the back slaps down and the whole squad rolls out. And
I think that you could totally do that. But you also got to pick like a normal car. Like, what's your everyday rolling around incognito car?
well, a motorcycle would be tough because somebody's got to be on it.
People would see that there's no one on.
Like with a car, you can just kind of have like really dark tints, and then maybe nobody would. So I don't know. Like an old like rat rod.
Is it gonna match your samurai sword theme? Like it's like a.
Sounds quite intriguing. I also really like the idea of like literally that like matte black car from Death Proof.
I like the idea of, in the first Transformer movie when Bumblebee is a piece of shit, and then so like what if you started off with a shitty car and then you learn, like, if you level that power up you get to be
a better car.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that.
Since I know Stephanie's going to be the only person to listen to this, I'm just going to say sorry that I bought you a projector and wasn't there to set it up for you.
Yeah, you really shit the bed on that one, Jello. You really.
How about I take this opportunity to tell her that she can Google or she can YouTube that shit and figure it out.
Well, she said she got the video playing, but now the audio isn't, so she's giving up for the night. And I understand. The point wasn't to frustrate her. The point was I was going to set it up and not have her get the kids excited and then start it when I wasn't available. So I feel bad about that. All right. So you guys just take like 3 minutes, and I'm going to do my fun part, which is I'm going to roll all the stuff that you guys added, and I'm going to make the first supervillain you meet. All the supervillains that they've met and fought so far have been made out of their ideas.
Oh.
Neat. That's like maximum neato. Peak neat.
Peak neat. I like that. Oh my gosh. Already based off the main power, it's someone I can imagine being incredibly annoying to fight.
So I remember vaguely, like, for my first session, we went to, like, HQ. We each got mentors, and mine was, like, a mech pilot.
Well, no, that was not the very first session. We kept going, and I just kept updating you. I was like, here's who your mentor is that you would have met. They didn't meet the mentors until, I think, the third session.
Well, then I might have missed the first. I definitely remember, like, going through and, like, everybody met there.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I'm remembering wrong which session you started on.
Yeah, I might have just not started in the first. I might have started, or maybe I played more than I thought.
Either way, so yeah, there is a mech guy whose name is Greenpeace, and they are basically like Neon Genesis Evangelion. I probably said that wrong. Level robots, but because he's Greenpeace, he only goes off biofuel, so he only can power up for like 5 minutes. Like he's powerful enough to have made it to the big leagues, but his durability has made it so he's stuck just mentoring others in Amalgama City.
Yeah. I very much remember that, though. It's boined into my brain. Man, I getting a bit hungered.
You can give her treats if you want.
All right, well, I am ready when you guys are.
I'm ready. If we make this quick, I'm good to go.
Okay. So Chris, what is your day job?
I'm a little league football coach.
Okay. Does that pay well? Are you like at a private school or?
No, it doesn't. It barely pays at all.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
No.
Are you going for the creepy little league coach who like lives in the van next to the field and like?
No. I live in an apartment in like the inner part of the city. It's really crappy and janky because I make like $20,000 a year. It's mostly for volunteer work. It's mostly how I get my kicks. And I'm a pure heart. I'm not some kind of weirdo.
Okay. Is this your first night out as a superhero ever, or have you been doing this a while?
No, it's my first night out. I mean, would I be the one to come up how I found out about the my powers?
Yeah, you can come up completely with your origin story, and it doesn't have to be revealed right now. Like I'm not rushing that.
All right, cool.
I just want to know your just kind of your level of starting experience.
Yeah, absolutely beginning shaky knees.
Okay.
I'm scared shitless.
Okay, can you describe what your homemade costume looks like?
Yes. It is an old the company Starter. They have like these old blazers and it's really nice, but it's obviously it's cheap and I bought it at Goodwill. And I also wear cargo shorts.
Nice. Blazer and cargo shorts.
Easy access and easy storage. Yeah. And obviously I'm wearing my camo Crocs.
With treads on them.
With treads on them. I'm thinking more like, like they're like rollerblades. Or I guess roller skates. Or it's like the boot with wheels underneath. But with tread instead of actual wheels.
That's how they get their speed.
Yep.
Also, I feel like maybe you're better at uneven terrain. Because wheels that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like tanks are good at uneven terrains.
Oh, and I'm wearing it's a helmet. It's a football helmet.
Perfect.
Yep.
So that's another thing everyone talked about is is keeping your identity secret important to you?
Yes, because I fear losing my job if they find out, if the school finds out that I'm going out at night and trying to fight crime.
Okay.
It might not look good. It might not look good to have a guy who talks to kids all day long, going around playing dress up.
Okay. So Yannick, tell me, this has nothing to do with your character. Uh, Pick between a man or a woman.
A woman.
Okay. And Chris, uh, give me a supervillain name without having any clue what the powers are.
I was gonna say vast deferens, but
Jesus.
uh,
She can be called Vast.
sure. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Uh,
So
hell of
Yannick,
a super.
is your is this your first night out as well, or what level?
Yeah, I'd be all right with that being like, well, like I guess maybe my first night out in any sort of official capacity, that it's been like sort of like experimenty with like getting to know what's going on with me without really putting it to any sort of crime fighting.
Okay. And what is
Does
your
that make sense?
yeah? You've been doing your montage of practice, and now it's your first day of trying it.
Yeah, yeah. So like I've decided to lean way into the tech thing.
Okay.
Because the car would be hard to like coincide with this whole mystic thing. So what I've actually decided is that my character is sort of like a weeby neat loser who like, basically just like lives in isolationism and like on the internet, etc. But was like a I guess you would call like a little tech engineer to like finance his life. Like he would make little gadgets for people, which is presumably how he crafted his weapon. But his like Japanophile nature caused him to go with the Japanese style
Sure.
weapon.
Sounds good to me.
Um, so yeah, definitely like kind of a loser. Very quite antisocial. Um,
You're supposed to be role playing, not just living your own.
ba-da. No, it's gonna be different. Um,
And what did you come up with a name?
Not yet. I'm still mulling that around, if that's okay.
No, what would also be fun is you can try it out different names and see how people
Yeah.
react.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys both start in Midtown. Um, each of you roll a 1d2.
Two.
Okay,
Crit fail.
it doesn't. So Yannick, you have found a tall building in the center of Midtown, and you have driven yourself in your car form all the way to the top of the parking garage. And now you're looking out at this city as the last bits of the sunset disappear, and all the city lights have already turned on, and you are trying to figure out what to do next. I'm going to have you do a kind of perception roll. So just roll right now. We'll go over the rules later, but right now just roll 2d6.
2d6.
Okay. You're out there for a little while, just listening to the sounds of the city. When you hear,
Like manning on the ledge of the building, like.
yeah.
Cool.
It just when it starts to get bored, you hear a woman scream help from all the way down below.
Nice. The first call to action.
Yep.
I guess my response would be to make my way down as expeditiously as possible. That might actually even be faster to like take the stairs in human form, because I know parking garages can be.
Yeah, there's stairs, there's an elevator, or you can drive down this windy path. It honestly, you're not an idiot, so it probably is quickest to take the stairs or the elevator.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take the stairs.
Okay. Is your normal form very athletic?
I would say getting towards athletic from like my desire to like become this persona and like train. Like he's not he's not in bad shape, but he's not in good shape either, if that makes any sense. Like,
Sure, then just roll a 1d6. Okay, you're getting down pretty quickly, but you can feel it's winding you a little.
yeah, I can imagine.
Um, Chris, you are on a nearby rooftop, and I want you to roll your perception, which is just 2d6.
Okay.
So here's the other thing about our dice system. I explained it to Chris before you got on, Yannick, and before we were recording. So we play a lot of Night Watch, which is a D6 game where we do it when we don't have a plan. We do it when we just want a game, but we just want to do a one-off and just have some random adventure. So D6 is fun because the way we play it is, if it's just a normal action, you roll 1d6. If it's something that your character would be good at, for whether it's their job or their hobby or if there's some reason you can justify that you'd be good at it, you roll an extra d6. In the superhero game, you are going to be doing that, but on a bigger level, where like based off how much practice or points you put into your powers or training, the more d6 you get to roll, to the point where it becomes super heroic because you're rolling so many dice.
Mm-hmm.
So because none of your powers are particularly athletic and you're still learning, that's why you only rolled 2d6.
Yeah.
For perception, you guys don't have any specific powers that I remember that would help you see, so
No.
you're just doing like someone who's taking their time and listening. I
got a 4.
So Blazer Beam, you really like to screw up the story. No. You do not hear a yell, but you are looking out across the city, and there's a parking garage at the building across the street, and you notice this whole time you've been up there, there's been high beams on this car just on the whole time, and you were kind of thinking, like, I wonder if that's a crime. Like, is there someone doing something on this rooftop they shouldn't be? When, as you're looking at it, all of a sudden that car transforms into a person in a costume. Which, Yannick, did you describe your costume yet?
I haven't yet, but I've decided that due to my maybe not in any way costuming skills, it would literally be like a drugstore ninja costume, like a Halloween ninja costume.
Okay, so you see a ninja, and is your sword in its scabbard, or are you like?
It's actually I haven't 100% decided on the weapon in my head. I think right now I'm demoing it as a Kusarigama, the like chain scythe.
Okay.
It was either going to be that, or it was going to be the like the big Oni club thing. I haven't quite decided what I was going to go with yet.
No problem. So you see a dime store ninja transform into a dime store ninja, and then that ninja just starts sprinting down it. It's like one of those staircases you can see from the outside, so you see him going, like, running down as quick as he can.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I gotta close my garage door. All right. I'm gonna try, and since I saw him do that, I'm freaking out. I'm gonna try and gonna try and run down there and get to the car ninja car.
Okay.
Ninja.
I imagine. I don't know. You mentioned being maybe fat before. So are you an athletic coach or are you a unathletic coach?
Oh no, I'm gonna sit on the bench and wipe my brow every 5 minutes, coach.
That's amazing.
Okay, so roll a 1d6.
6.
All right.
Nice.
You are doing the best that you are capable of doing.
God, I really wish I would have had that third corn dog.
Well, the other thing is, I forgot what your travel power is, but would you use it?
Yeah,
It's
so
the treads.
I think it's the only way I got a 6 out of 6 there. I'm using my my treaded camo Crocs.
Okay.
I'm learning how to use them.
Okay. I'm imagining you look like a skier and you are just going down these stairs going, because it's.
There's a lot of shaking, a lot of jiggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good,
All right.
good amount of bounce back.
Yannick, when you get down to the ground level, there's 2 alleyways, and you're pretty sure you know which one it is. So I'm just going to say you follow your instinct unless there's something else you wanted to do.
No, that would be right where I would head.
Okay. You make it around the corner to the alley where the sound came from, and you see you don't have night vision, right? You don't have anything that would help you.
Unless you tell me I have like night vision goggles, no. And from my powers, I do not.
Well, you're a tinkerer, so maybe you can make them.
Yeah, I like my goal initially was going to be to like just like less have like physical advantages, but like more like to continue to like tinker like sci-fi samurai stuff as I get stronger.
Sure.
So I mean, if you're okay with me having night vision goggles, I would love to have night vision goggles. It
Well,
goes
I'd like
good
to
with
start
the
people on
ninja thing.
session 0 learning. So like this would be your moment where you'd be like, "Fuck, I should have made night vision goggles."
Yeah, yeah. This is where I learned that lesson the hard way.
Put that on your to-do list.
Is there do I have a character sheet or something that I have access to here, or?
Yeah, in Roll20 you already had a character. It said Yannick Hero, I think. But it was your other character, like you could just delete the.
Yeah, I don't see anything in here.
Let me find it. I know I was literally just looking at it. That is.
I mean, it doesn't really matter right this second.
I found it. I was spelling your name wrong.
Friendship over.
It says superhero Yannick, and it's a character sheet. It's in the. It's in the player character tab.
The only player characters I have here is Rash Canticles and Arya Merithil.
This might be you had a different Roll20 account because it says Yannick W, not Dr. Sauerkraut.
I may have had a different Roll20 account.
Okay, so I just made it attached to your new one.
Cool.
So from what you can see in the like, there's like a street light down the road that puts some ambiance into this alleyway. There is just a woman laying face down in the middle of the alley. She has on a yellow sunflower skirt and just like a normal jacket. It just looks like a normal person from what you can tell.
Okay.
You can roll your perception again.
Is she? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be the way to do it. I was going to say, like, is she hurt? Or I guess my perception
she's
would
laying
be
face down in an alley.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like, is there like a knife sticking out of her back? Was kind of what I was.
Totally. Roll your perception and see if you can tell. There's no knife sticking out of her back, but she is very still.
Okay. I will brave my inhibitions and go and check on her. And maybe try to feel for a pulse or something.
Chris, so you have just made it down the alleyway in time to see a shadow disappear in a direction you can assume is the ninja. Do you follow?
Yes.
I feel like we're barreling towards a misunderstanding.
Yep. That's what I'm hoping for.
Way to make my my storytelling seem trite ahead of time. It's a classic superhero. In order to team up, you guys have to fight first.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Rivals.
You brought a sword to a lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
you
gonna
can
think
just
it's cool.
patch my thing and just that be the end of it.
So anyways, roll your perception, Chris.
Cool.
All right, you come around the corner and you see the back of a ninja dressed in black, and he is hunched over with his hand on what looks like an unconscious woman.
I'm gonna muster up whatever courage I have, and hey, you, what are you doing? Gives a little pee.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would also like in more of a panic reaction than actually anything like choreographed or anything. I would kind of jolt up like I just witnessed the first jump scare ever invented, and I'm not sure how I would react. I would draw my weapon and I would say, with like this stammering included in character, halt! What are you doing here?
Okay, you draw your weapon. I'm gonna put my hands out. Nothing comes out of them. I'm not like I'm not doing anything. I'm just going. Everybody just needs to calm down. Everybody just needs to calm down. What did you do to that young lady?
I'm checking her pulse. I found her this way. Is this your doing? Did you see who did this doing?
No, I just saw you come in here. I just saw you run in here, and then I saw her with you hunched over her. How do I know? How can I trust you?
I came to investigate this damsel's scream for aid.
Oh.
As I take on like a really cliche like hero pose. For from the shadows I defend the innocent who cannot defend themselves. And she was laying here and I'm trying to see if she's okay, but I don't really know how to check a pulse, so I'm just kind of putting my finger on her neck, and I don't really know what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to him, but using the treading Crocs. But slowly. Like I'm gonna. I'll say this. I work with kids all day long, so I might be able to help you out.
I imagine that a football coach knows
rad shoes.
I imagine a football coach knows some basic first aid, like kids not banged around.
Yeah, it's mandatory for people to learn that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Both of you guys roll your perception again.
6.
2d6, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2d6.
Well, it was 2d6.
Okay, here's all one. 9.
69. Noise.
Oh.
So, um, you guys both hear a groan from the woman, and she goes, "Ugh," and then she starts she puts her hands on her head, and then she starts banging the ground like a petulant child and freaking out, and then she flips around on her back really quickly, and she looks at you two, and you guys notice that she has a bright red stripe painted across her, like where her eyes are on her face.
Like horizontally? Like,
Yeah, horizontally.
okay.
And she looks at both of you guys and she goes, "You're so boring. I came here for fun." And then she puts out both her hands towards both of you. Blazer, you noticed this better than Yannick did. So
Okay.
I'm going to let you roll to react with more dice than him.
Okay.
So do you have anything, like, basically what's happening is she's shooting webs into your eyes.
Hmm.
So do you have anything that would help you block or dodge that?
I think I'll have to kind of swipe it out of the way. I think, yeah, if depending on like if I have like reaction time or whatever, if we roll for that or not, or
You can turn your laser beams on if that's what you're asking.
well, what I was actually gonna do is I was actually gonna like in a not in a parental, I guess yeah, in a parental way, I'm gonna step in front of my new friend here and push him back a little bit, and then like yeah, you're gonna see like a glow coming out of my hands, and almost like how would I? I'm trying to think if it would be like my whole hand or it would be like my like my fingertips would be the laser beams like I would have.
It's lightsaber hands, not lightsaber
Yeah.
fingers.
That's true. Yeah. Shoot.
So,
All right.
but
So yeah.
it can come out like to that length out of your hands. Like they don't shoot like lasers; they come out like that length of laser beam.
Right. That's a really long distance. But yeah, I'm gonna. But I want to say that's like it's only when I do the hands up, like I'm telling somebody to stop.
Okay.
That's when it comes out. Yeah. And
Okay.
like I'm holding my hand out like that, and one of my hands glows hot pink.
Stop in the name of love.
All right. Roll a 3d6.
Seven.
She you think you're blocking this, and suddenly everything is black, and you feel something wet and sticky covering your eyes. Yannick, roll a. Well, is there?
I don't really have anything power-wise.
And
But
also,
I did step in front of them too. So
well, Yannick, roll a 2d6 to try to dodge or block this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You guys are both blind, and this thing is really stuck to your faces. You're trying to tear it off without tearing your skin off. You hear her go, "Oh my god, how is a girl supposed to make her name as the new biggest supervillain in town if all I can do is pull you losers?"
Oh,
can everybody just relax?
I'm gonna scream and be like, "God, this is New Orleans all over again."
Let's stop for a second.
You relax, Grandpa, and you feel a high heel go right into your balls.
Oh.
Wait, hold me?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Ow! Why?
All right.
Well, because you're a little league football coach, do you just like at all times are you wearing a cup? Is that like part of your mantra? Like,
no.
For solidarity with your team?
Great idea, Yannick.
you guys all wear cups because like the kids complain about it all the time. So like to make them feel better, you're like, I wear this every day.
It's like a child's cup because we don't have regular sizes. We're on a budget.
It's bad. It doesn't sit right, but like it. Sorry, it's just like the first thing that went in my head.
Would have protective gear, so if you want to have been wearing it.
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd be trying to protect myself.
Like kids' football shoulder pads under your like open Hawaiian shirt, like under the blazer.
I have a blazer, yeah. I don't think I'd go that far, but I think like the helmet and a cup.
All right, you've never been more glad that you were wearing a cup when you feel this like full force kick go to your junk.
Super undersized cup.
What is your superpower? Having a plastic dick?
Why are you so mean? What have we done to you?
Oh!
Do you just need a hug?
Oh my god. Oh,
friendship is magic.
I was really struggling with the whole murder aspect of being a supervillain because it was like, I want my first time to be special, but I am getting close to this, you being my first time, and in some ways that's going to infuriate me even more.
I outright piss my pants. Because now I can't see. She's obviously serious.
Okay, so it's your guys' turn now. Chris, because we haven't set up your character sheets yet, so there is a way to do turn order, but we haven't set that up yet. So just Chris, roll a 1d2, and that's what order you are. All right, you go first. It's your turn. What are you going to do as your action?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make myself really wide, but squat down. I'm going to try and back up, give myself some distance from this wretched nut kicker. But I'm gonna stick my hands out though, and I'm gonna threaten the light coming out so that my hands are gonna start glowing pink, but they're not gonna be like direct beams yet. If I can do that, if I can control that.
So do they have any power, or it's just the color?
Right now, it's just the color. If you're okay with me, just like if I have the control to like have the intensity level change, or if not,
the equivalent of a shot.
I couldn't hear you, Yannick.
I said like the equivalent of a warning shot.
Kinda, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that because I'm still blind, right? Or yeah, we still got the webs on our eyes.
You're still blinded. Do you like this is your movement? So like, do you want to actually try to get it off?
Or yeah, if I can, yeah. I really wasn't worried about that right now, but yeah, I'll do it anyway. So what would I roll?
If you're not worried about it, you don't have to. I just don't know what would be more worrying than not knowing where the villain is.
2 seconds ago, she kicked me square in the nuts. I have a general idea where she's at.
Yeah, she could have hooked you from behind.
She's also very spry. You've seen her move very fast. Okay,
but
so
my main concern is making sure that everybody's safe.
Okay, well, okay, so what do you want to do then?
Yeah, I'll stick to what I said earlier. I'm just gonna make myself as wide as possible to cover my friend and have my hands out glowing and like kind of like a sumo pose. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Very lineman-esque.
All right. So are you kind of like holding your action and trying to figure out what to do next?
Yeah. Like if she comes up, then that's when the light show comes.
All right. Roll roll a 1d6 for your perception and to try to see if you can tell where she is.
3.
She's still kind of ranting at you, so you can tell she's straight ahead of you.
Okay.
But she's ranting like you guys aren't even there. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe."
Like more for herself
She
than.
goes, "I'm supposed to have luck powers, and I end up with you two losers."
Ooh.
Can tears go through the webs or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I am deeply wounded right now.
She goes, "What kind of luck is this? Oh my god. At least tell me you do something other than have freaking flashy hands."
Come here and find out.
Ooh.
My
I
pants are soaked, by the way.
already know that's not true. Yannick, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You can feel this big guy is like for some reason brushing his ass into you.
I'm definitely gonna try and regain my sight with some sort of I don't know, try to remove them in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what I would have that would really enable me to do it.
You
well.
can yank it as hard as you can, like like that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Or you can I have an idea, but you roll your insight for the DM's help. So roll a 2d6.
6.
If you
12.
if you transformed into your car,
right,
it wouldn't cover you. Like it would probably get rid of the webs.
Yeah. My concern is that this gentleman whose butt is on me will get flung into the nearest like alley wall. I guess I would just kind of like ninja tumble backwards and then transform into a car if I can do that in like one action, like roll into the car but like roll backwards so that I don't crush anyone to death.
You can certainly try. Roll a 1d6 to tumble backwards. I'm taking away dice because you're blind.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You back up as much as you can, but you have no real sense. Like you bumped into a dumpster that was in the alleyway, so you're not the guy's butt on you anymore. But
my concern is less for my health or like the keeping anything around me intact. I just didn't want this guy who just stepped in front of me to get like fucking, mangled by my front bumper.
Sure. So you can use your action to transform.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay, what did you decide what kind of car it is?
I would just think like at the moment, because I haven't upgraded it all, it's just like some sort of beat up like garbagey, like almost like different colored doors from like different years of that model car, like
perfect.
Like really bad. But like I've also decided that whenever I transform into the car, it automatically sets off the novelty horn that I have. Which as of right now is just sort of like the classic like na 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 na.
Perfect. Blazer, you definitely hear that from behind you all of a sudden. Yannick, when you transform, it just tears apart the webbing, and I've just been thinking that you see through the headlights.
Yeah, whatever's clever. I haven't really.
You are suddenly you see this man's ass right in front of you, and the woman stalking back and forth in front of him.
Okay, cool.
And she's just looking at you, and she's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! You have a real power. That's cool as shit. What a fucking dumb power. But it's real. You got that going?"
She is such a bitch.
She really is. I think I know what her superpower is. Hurting feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, damn right. I'm going to tell my therapist on you.
Yeah.
You might actually be worth killing. She easily walks past Blindy McGee, who's still doing the football stance, like he's gonna stop her, but she just walks around him and comes and sits on your hood, and she goes, "Can you transform into anything, I don't know, useful or not janky?"
I mean, I can, but
I just don't want it.
yeah, it's just not gonna do it just because you tell me to. Um, I guess my response here would be to if I'm allowed, if I'm able to, would be to like with as much force as I can muster, pop my hood to like try and fling her behind me, I guess. If that's even like an option for me, like I don't know how I can combat as Car besides drive her into this like alley wall, but I feel like I'd kill laser hands with that too.
You're
Laser beam.
Let me see if I can draw this quickly. So here's your alley, and here's the dumpster, and here's you as a car with your headlights.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's Blazer. So yeah, if you went forward in any way, you'd hit him too.
Yeah, so that's why like I thought to be wily would be to pop the trunk, try to flip her behind me, and then maybe back up into her.
You can absolutely try to do that. She does not weigh much. She's a very petite young lady. So roll, I would say a 3d6 to try to do this.
6. 11. Nice.
So you do manage to pop her up, and you hear her squeal. She goes, "What?" and goes flying over you. Do you immediately try to back up? Do you have a backup hammer yet? Is that going to be one of your upgrades?
Maybe. Yeah, potentially. I don't know. It would just be like an instinctual, like just try to mush her into the wall.
Okay, roll another 3d6 for your driving skills.
11.
Okay, you gun it and you ram straight backwards, but you don't feel anything other than crashing your own body into a wall. You look up on your high beams, and she's dangling upside down with one leg, smiling at you from a fire escape that you had knocked her up into. And she goes, "You guys really don't listen when I told you I had luck powers." And then she goes, "Huh?" And the ladder, you know how ladders can extend on those things, like they're up and then they come down. That ladder goes straight down and breaks through your windshield.
Ooh.
And she lands on your hood again and just starts laughing.
Ow.
Blazer, it's your turn.
Okay. Obviously I hear the commotion behind me now.
You heard the horn. You heard her saying, "Can you transform into anything else?" You heard her yelp. You heard the car crash. You heard the fire escape crash as well, and now she's laughing behind you.
All right, so I'm going to turn around and try to get the spider webs for my eyes.
Okay. How are you doing it?
I'm actually going to use my my little hand laser beams. Okay. And just kind of get it close and hopefully kind of like it fizzles off, burns off a little bit.
Sure. Roll a 3d6.
14.
Oh, you did precision work. You just do this like perfect swipe across your face without burning or cutting yourself at all, and the spider web just dissipates into nothing.
Awesome.
And you can see her head is like her butt is facing the windshield, and she's on her back, and her head is facing you.
Oh, Okay. Can I still attack or?
You don't see the ninja anywhere, but she's on top of a beat up old car.
But I do remember seeing a car and then seeing a ninja.
Yep. It is the
So
same car you saw earlier.
okay, so I am, it's not normal to me, but neither are lightsaber hands. So, can I still try to attack her or like grab her?
Do whatever you want.
Okay. I don't want to hurt her. I just need everybody to just relax. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try and just try to grab a hold of her,
Okay.
like bear hugger kind of thing.
Sure. Roll I would say a 3d6 again, because you don't have any specific super strength, but you are a big guy.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you grab her and lift her up and bear hug her.
Yeah, I'm just yelling and essentially just yelling in her ear, just, you need to calm down.
Ma'am?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
if I can put a little bit of my weight on her to like really keep her still, like maybe pin her up against the car. Billy.
She she just starts screaming, "Rape! Rape! These guys are gonna rape me!" You see all these lights turning on, in the house, in like the apartments in the alleyway you're in. Both of you guys roll your perceptions.
Can I perceive much as a car with a ladder in it?
Yeah, because it didn't go into your headlights.
9.
Eight.
Okay, give me 1 second. I am looking for something in my notes. Yannick, did I give you the Google Docs for the, like, I feel like I didn't make you a new template.
Not that I know. The only Google Docs you gave me was that like brief summary of what the game is.
Okay, sorry. I need to do that before I forget.
I mean, we can do that when the time crunch is over too. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, okay, so just remind me to do that for you. I just remembered because I was looking through my notes and saw the template. I am so sorry for this hiccup. Didn't know this was where the fight was going. Both of you guys feel the ground start shaking, and you hear a mechanic, like kind of RoboCop, like whir every time he moves his joints. And bigger than the 3-story buildings that you are in between in the alleyway, a giant green robot appears and shines a green light on you guys. What? And you hear a mechanical voice saying, "Put down the woman, rapist."
Good thing it's just you in this alley and this woman and no other person.
So I'll put down the lady and yell, "I'm not a rapist. Not a
I'm a
rapist."
little league coach.
That doesn't even come up.
She goes, "Thank you, Greenpeace. This man tried rubbing his junk on my foot," and she spits at you, and then she runs away down the alley.
I yell at her, be like, "You had a lot of problems, young lady. Fix it. Attitude problem."
She looks back at you guys, and she just winks as she makes her way around the corner. Greenpeace is still shining his light at you, and she goes, "I have alerted the cops to your presence. Do not move, sir."
Listen, we were just trying to help. I was just trying to help this young lady out, and she turned out to be a very, very bad person. I'm so sorry, but I was not trying to rape her. I promise you I'm a good person. I'm looking up. I'm looking directly into the light because I don't know where. Like, is she the giant? Is that what I'm understanding?
It's a mech suit, so there's a person inside.
Okay. So yeah, wherever the green light's coming from, the spotlight, that's essentially where I'm staring because I'm an idiot.
Uh,
I
she's
don't know anywhere else to look, so.
both of you guys can roll a 2d6 because to what you know about Greenpeace, because it's one of the most famous superheroes in the city.
Well, I've that up. Snake Eyes.
Everybody's young lady or young man to me.
Do you stay in your car form, or are you just a beat up car in this alley?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm playing to pretend to just be a car card.
Blazer, you remember that while immensely powerful, the battery life on Greenpeace is very short, and that's why she keeps telling you to stay still and wait for the police. You can definitely talk your way out of this and try to explain better, but your current mumble explaining is not going to do it.
Oh God.
Or
I mean, is there really a good way to explain what happened? Like, honestly, I'm a fat old man who's literally leaning on a young lady on a car.
Yeah.
You can wait her out and plan something with Yannick, or just wait her out and try to escape.
Well, at this point, I know, like, I don't know that he's transformed into the car. I just know that I saw the car before, then I saw him, and then I see the car now. So I don't necessarily, I'm not putting that together 100% because I'm not necessarily sure if he's the car or what. So I'm assuming that he's essentially just left me, you know?
Okay, so try to talk to her for like one more minute.
Okay, listen, young lady, I don't understand what's going on. Can I understand that she's like, can I interpret that it's a woman's voice, or is it like the mech?
You know, the pilot is just as famous as the mech itself.
Okay,
and
cool.
It is a woman's robotic voice that comes through. It's like a giant megaphone.
Okay, yeah. Listen, young lady, I heard a noise and I was just trying to be a hero. I needed just everybody to calm down. I just need everybody to calm down right now. She was screaming, acted like she needed help, and then she said she was gonna kill me. And this other guy, I don't know where he went.
Okay, well, that definitely sounds like a fun story for you to tell the cops and or the psychiatric unit. But either way, we don't take kindly to rapists in Amalgama City.
I'm not a rapist.
Ooh, sorry, attempted racist. Get on your knees, sir.
I abide. I'm like, please. I'll get on my knees with my hands up, just saying, like just obviously showing that I'm not a threat.
All right. You
I'm
got,
like, you need to listen. I didn't do anything wrong.
you guys need to roll your perceptions again.
Oh, better this time.
Okay, you guys can both see that that beam of light she's shooting at you is gone down. Like it's not making you squint at all anymore, and you can see all the other lights on this robot suit have seemed to dim down a lot, and the whirring noise seems to be slowing down.
Ooh.
In the distance, you can hear sirens.
Is our villain still here, or did she fucking book it as soon as?
She played the damsel in distress and ran away.
Okay, so she's not here anymore. The villainess.
Nope.
Okay, so I would like to hopefully unbeknownst to this dimming robot without her directly noticing, I would like to kind of pop the side door to my car and like if I can over the radio make my voice heard as quiet as possible and just tell him to get in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just banking on the powering down of the robot, meaning that she has other shit to worry about in that cockpit and maybe doesn't notice the car door pop slightly. And
it's a good assumption.
All right, yeah, I'll take the hint.
And yeah, and then I'll close the door and I will, as fast as my beat up little, scrap car will take me. I'm just gonna book it.
Okay. The big robot's up here, so you'd have to like Austin Powers it, turn around and head the other way.
I thought we were like in an alley. Like a throughway alley or no?
There's like a T intersection on the other side.
Okay.
So you just got to turn around and make it. So Yannick, roll your driving skills. Like do a 3d6.
I'm gonna Tokyo drift this sitch. 12.
Great. Blazer, I'm gonna make you roll to jump in the car. So
okay.
Roll a 2d6. You see that open door and you jump on the hood and grab the grab the windshield and go drive.
Yeah, whatever works, man.
Yeah.
You hear Greenpeace say, "Don't you dare!" And as you drive off, she shoots a green energy beam at you, Yannick. It blows up the dumpster next to you in a big, like the dumpster goes flying like 15 feet straight up in the air in green energy. And you hear her voice go, "Damn it!" And it kind of the like robot like dying sound, like the like you can see in your rear view mirror. He's I'm gonna just say you can see through the rear view mirror now, and you can see it's powered down and like it's kneeling there. And so you guys make it around the corner, drive off. I know Chris needs to go to bed soon, so I'm not gonna make you guys do a big chase. It's just you got away before the police showed up.
I mean, like the great thing about me being able to turn in and out of cars is that I can literally like just drive somewhere where they aren't directly seeing us, and then like boot him, like turn back to human, and then we're just two guys walking down the street, no longer in a vehicle.
In costumes, though.
Yeah. Okay, but they don't know my costume at all.
Yeah. So you need to boot him and get going.
Yeah.
Okay, so
well, like what if I tell him to, while we're driving over the radio, what if I tell him to like take off his blazer and stuff and like throw it on the back seat, and like maybe that turns like that becomes my backpack or like a bag of holding kind of thing, whatever is stored in the car while I'm in car form.
We can try it.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
I like the idea. Okay, so you guys get to a safe place where you can do that, are you both getting out of your costumes?
I would certainly, yes.
Yeah,
I've
once
seen
this is what
enough
we're doing.
like Lupin the Third on Cowboy Bebop to like know
Yeah,
how to.
once he does it, then I take the hint and I start doing it as well.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, because you guys don't have like utility belts yet, you both just have a backpack to change and hide your stuff,
I have cargo shorts.
cargo shorts to hide your stuff. Okay, so you guys are now sitting at a diner. You're waiting on your food and you're just staring at each other. You've now seen each other without your masks on. This is
Yeah.
the great first night out. So this is just wrap up. Like, you guys can just have a little role playing sesh to talk about the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh, I am ordering the like fruitiest drink they have at this diner. Like,
Do you want to be at a diner or at a bar? It can be either one.
I mean, I don't care.
I'd rather do a diner. I'm hungry, so
Yeah, cool. I'm up for that too.
yeah.
I'm definitely but I'm having like a in like Shirley Temple or something, like just like
Cool. I'm having whatever this diner's version of a surf and turf is.
oh, that diner surf is always a fun gamble.
Yep.
Actually, the diner around my house on Long Island has something called Thanksgiving Day soup that is really good.
I want to backtrack a little, and before the supervillain went away, she whispered to both of you and goes, "Call me Vass." See you around, boys.
We have an arch nemesis.
Your characters won't know her kryptonite, but I wanted you guys to see what I rolled for.
Wow.
She's cool.
Domino's luck is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were already rolling super shitty, but the way I imagined her luck was she was turning one of all of your rolls into ones. So you guys several times rolled 2 1s and like a 6. So really you were getting 3 1s.
That's pretty cool. One question.
Yeah.
First, what's your name? Actually, 3 questions now. What's your name?
I can this still be placeholder? I'm like,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, no, you can role play like I've been working on maybe this.
I literally have nothing. I know there's something good out there. I just need to like drill down to the bedrock of it.
Okay. Like a transformer or something.
Yeah, I don't like I want to lean more on my like cyber samurai weapons and my drugstore ninja costume.
Okay.
Like the car for me, like
Nice.
the car, even though that is the most impressive thing I've done tonight, the car is an afterthought for my character at least. Like for him, it's very like
it's no big
blasé.
deal.
Yeah, like it's just what I do, you know. So I don't know. Insert name here.
Okay.
Sure. If that's okay with you, Jello.
Yeah.
I
was really hoping you just come up with a lame one and then spitball it together as a.
Yeah. Really, I got nothing though. Like I don't even have I don't even know what like.
The Pinto.
Gremlin. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that better than the Pinto.
On the news in the background of the diner, you can see the pilot of Greenpeace talking about how she thinks there's a new. They're basically describing the, Laser as a possible new supervillain rapist. and that she's saved a woman tonight.
Okay.
These costumes you guys have are like homemade and could easily be switched around.
Yeah.
I mean, not that Yannick has to worry about it, but Blazer, you can.
Yeah, I'm in my. I took my blazer off, and I'm holding my helmet in my hand with the blazer kind of like wrapped around it, kind of make it look like a bag. It's obviously a helmet.
It can fit in your backpack, or yeah,
Okay,
you wanted to. Never mind, you don't have a backpack. It's fine. I'm not saying you're worried about getting caught now. I was just saying that this was your first night out. Your next costume needs to be different so that people don't associate.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like right now, like I'm just holding it, kind of like wrapped, like almost like I'm.
Technically speaking, at this point, he's just a rapist. He hasn't done anything super. Like
I'm an attempted rapist.
Yeah, he's not even good at rape.
The thing is, I was imagining she saw the pink hands glowing. She's calling him the pink hand raper.
They call me Pink Finger.
Oh, gross.
Oh, I like that. I might change my name now.
Oh God.
No, I put out my hand, my big gigantic mop of a hand. I go, blazer beam, because I like to wear blazers.
I will give my incredible edgelord name as I shake your hand. I might just make my name edgelord.
Oh my God.
But like in my head, it's the blade, like the edge of the blade, like. So I think it's very clever.
Yeah, that's actually very good.
I think you should introduce working title edgelord.
Yeah, edgelord, because I do the whole like Batman thing and like struck the pose and.
I like that so much.
I told Stephanie you've already been mistaken for a rapist, and she said, "Lol, awesome."
I don't want to kill her.
Not the mistake. You were being backed into a misunderstanding about who the superheroes were.
Yeah. Shit happens when you party naked.
So basically I was hoping you guys would talk a little bit about like you already covered your names, but I was hoping you guys would maybe find out that it's both your first night out and like what your goals are, like why you're doing this, and then we can end there.
I don't know how apparent
when he first came upon me that like this is my superhero debut, and
I think we both made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both made it very apparent that this is our first time out. My piss-soaked cargo shorts.
Yeah. Because I when he came upon me and he questioned my intent, that was my superhero pose declaration that it's my debut, and
that was your Spider-Man moment.
Yeah,
like it's called the Spider Dance or whatever from the first Spider-Man movie. Never mind.
Yeah.
So he's trying, or he's chasing the guy who kills Uncle Ben.
That works too.
Yeah, that was his moment where he realizes that he needs to be a superhero.
Yes.
Superhero moment.
Yep.
That with great power comes great responsibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you guys get to know each other a little. You talk about the backstory maybe to each other, get to know each other, and before any conversation can come up with about like maybe we should team up or help each other out or like figure this out together. Before you guys get to that, where I feel like that would kind of naturally the conversation would go, both of you roll your perceptions.
9.
8.
Okay. I'm imagining you guys are sitting at this big glass window wall on this diner, and all of a sudden the glass just starts shaking violently, and you see out in the distance at the north side of Midtown, several different buildings have exploded, and you see fire. And the camera zooms in on both of you guys as then you look at each other for your call of action moment.
Cool. And then like electric guitar riffs playing, like.
There you go. Yeah, I think the better one would be like us walking out of the diner, and like
the diner explodes behind us, and we don't look back.
Well, I mean, like you just putting on your masks in slow motion. I'm throwing on my blazer.
I think that works great. I think this would be the moment we'd see that it's a two-sided blazer, and you flip it around, it's got a different color. So it's part
reversible blazer.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah,
they'll never know it's me.
They're not gonna recognize you.
Can the other be your like fun casual side, and it's like paisley, like a paisley?
It's actually just the inside of the blazer.
Yeah, it's just the line.
And then in the background, in your slow motion cool walk to your call to arms, you see the the waitress is chasing you in slow motion. You forgot to pay the bill.
I'm ignoring that. We're superheroes.
Yeah.
You guys are the best superheroes.
This is the birth of the next great like superhero duo. Like
yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. So everyone else had a moment in their first rounds where they met a supervillain or another one of the people like you guys did, and a building exploded, and that's where they met supervillains, where they all met established real supervillains that are like kind of like part of the Brotherhood of Evil. So they all met like really powerful villains. You guys on your day ones all met it. You met a day one villain.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, so you had a slightly different start than they did, but you're on your way to the fires where they were on their first adventure.
Very cool. Ready to edgelord through the night.
Yes. Chris, did you write down? Where did you write down all your powers and your?
Hold on.
Any other details about your character?
For right now, all I did was just write down my useless and my kryptonite and my travel and my features and traits, and I put my laser hands in my equipment because I hadn't deleted all the other crap that was on my character sheet for my weapons, but I'll be putting in my weapons.
Okay, I see it. All right, I just wanted to make sure that it was written somewhere because I'm gonna. I have to put in my work now to put your powers in, like so you can actually roll it and know what you can do right now.
Okay.
But Yannick, I want to. Chris, you can go. I hope you had fun. I'm just gonna give Yannick the Google Doc. So did that work for you, Chris? Is it fun to like?
Yeah.
Make something like that, I guess.
Yeah. If I just moved my lightsaber hands. It's in my weapons. It's called Everybody Calm Down. So if you need to like touch that up, that's where that is.
Sure.
I mean, just if you need to do it, if you're looking for it, just so that way you know where it's at. All right. Good night, everybody. Yannick, nice to meet you.
Good night. It was a sincere pleasure meeting you too.
Absolutely.
It'll be good times.
Absolutely.
Yannick, I am going to send you this link in Facebook that is to a blank character sheet.
Very cool.
All right. And then so you just fill out what you can. You don't worry. There's stuff you can't fill out that I got to do, and then you'll see how it works. But like you can fill out what kind of class or role that you like, all this stuff at the very top. So your player is Yannick. Your code name is whatever you come up with. Your secret identity name, your age, height, weight, hair, ethnicity. Class and role are kind of the same thing. I have to look at how I was differentiating that before, but role was kind of like, are you the tank? Are you a healer? Are you support? Are you offensive? And class was kind of just for fun, like coming up with a cool name of like what you would call it, like, oh, I'm an assassin or something like that. Origin, that's not where you like write your whole origin story. There's not enough space for that. It's more like mutant, magic, science.
I think it would very much be a tech thing.
Right, but was it a science accident, or did you do this on purpose? Was it like
I'm actually not sure yet on that.
And that's fine, but like, yeah, so you put like super science or something, and then you put in all your powers. The passive is something that I designed for you based off how you play. The mentor is something I assign you. It's definitely not going to be Greenpeace. You would fill out your day job and your superhero goal. Your public appearance is something I will fill out and explain to you. And then I think it's the second page is your powers. I filled that out at least to start so that you'll see how it works, and then you put the points where you want them. So we'll go over how many points you have and where what if you have any questions about how the powers work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the more I know about your origin and what you're trying to make your character into helps me create the powers, the actual abilities that you can use.
Yeah.
And you don't have to decide any of that right now, but like it'd be good to have, when you get a chance.
No, I think it'll come better. Like I said, this was, or not like I said, but this was all like very super spontaneous. I think when I have like tomorrow morning when I first wake up, when I have like 6 hours before any of the Americans are available, I can probably get everything together.
Sure. Did you have fun? Was it like
I'm into it. I'm into it.
When we actually play, there's going to be quite a few of you if we get everyone on. I just feel like we're not going to get everyone on, and I've been tired of waiting for the perfect scenario. So I'm just going to have I'm enjoying developing this game. So I wanted to just be that, like, when people can make it, there's no penalties for not making it. So if people can make it and have fun with it, then that's just what we do.
Mm-hmm.
I got to figure out the timeline because they didn't meet you this night. So I'm going to maybe have it be that you guys keep showing up a little late to catch up with them.
Yeah, that works. That's all.
You guys are on like this detective adventure while they're out like really dealing with shit, but eventually you guys are going to meet up.
Yeah. That's excellent. I really actually like our synergy. Like this, I think it's going to be a fun combo that the two of us have to kind of bring that almost as a pre-existing unit.
I think it worked with I wish we weren't recording last year. We weren't into that yet, and I really wish we had. But I believe a couple other people started as pairs. I think I kind of paired everyone up, and then I'm trying to think of what else. I'm trying to think of what you and Rob were paired together. I'm pretty sure, like you both worked at Best Buy, and it was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so and everyone's hasn't played in a year, so they're gonna be. It's gonna be like everyone's starting again. And so if we get a chance to do another session that's just you and Chris again, I'd be totally fine with that because then it would kind of level you guys up to where they are. Like you would have.
At the end of the day, like I said, I'm around tomorrow. So if he has time tomorrow again, like how we were potentially going to do this session tomorrow, I can do back to back. That's not an issue for me.
Okay, we'll see.
It's really he's the one that has an actual life that scheduling, affects. I just sit here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna get food, and then if you